There's something unsettling about Taurus. Not in a bad way, more like a quiet contradiction you can't name. They're calm, grounded, steady, yet somehow they leave you constantly wondering what's really going on underneath that still surface. You feel safe with them. Then confused. Then safe again. Then suddenly you're asking yourself, why does this person feel like home and a mystery at the same time? And that question? That's exactly how Taurus pulls people in without trying. Because behind their calm smile is a whole world they'll never show unless you earn it. Behind their silence are emotions deeper than you'd ever expect. Behind their stability? A fear they rarely admit even to themselves. Most people see Taurus as the chill earth sign. But that's only the outer layer. Today, we're peeling back all three. The best of Taurus, the worst of Taurus, and the truth that quietly explains everything they do. Let's dive. The best thing about Taurus is how real their presence feels. When they're around, rooms feel calmer. Your breathing slows. Your mind stops rushing for a moment. It's as if they carry an atmosphere of quiet certainty that settles over everyone nearby. Their groundedness isn't a performance. It's not confidence in the loud, extroverted sense. It's more like, I'm here. I'm steady. You can lean on me if you want. And people do. People lean, rely, open up, almost instinctively, because Taurus energy feels like a safe place to rest. Taurus is also incredibly observant, though they rarely show it. They notice tone of voice, small changes in behavior, the way someone's eyes shift when they're hurt or hiding something. They read people slowly but accurately, and once they understand you, they remember you, deeply, almost permanently. This is why their loyalty holds so much weight. It's not loyalty out of duty, it's loyalty built from genuine understanding. They're thoughtful in subtle ways. A Taurus won't write you a novel-length confession, but they'll make sure you eat, remind you to rest, fix things before you notice they're broken. Their affection is practical, grounded, and strangely intimate. Like saying, I care about you, so I want your world to feel safe. They're the kind of person who notices when you're tired before you say it. They're the kind who will remember how you take your coffee, what scent calms you, what detail makes you feel seen. They won't brag about it. They won't make a big deal out of it. But they'll quietly show up in all the ways that matter. But beneath that gentle steadiness, there are shadows that make Taurus hard to navigate. Their stubbornness isn't just a personality quirk, it's how they protect themselves. When they dig their heels in, it's rarely about being right, it's about maintaining control over a situation that feels threatening in ways they can't verbalize. Taurus needs emotional stability the way other signs need space or excitement. When they feel that stability shaking, they freeze, resist, or retreat. Their slowness is deeply misunderstood. It's not hesitation, it's calculation. It's their way of ensuring they don't step into something that could break them later. Taurus doesn't want to promise what they can't deliver. They don't want to attach themselves to someone who doesn't feel real. And they don't want to invest in something fleeting, it feels emotionally dangerous. This careful pacing can frustrate others. It can make Taurus seem emotionally distant, uninterested, or indecisive, even though they're none of those things. Inside, they're processing deeply, quietly, intensely. Their emotions move like tectonic plates, slow, but capable of reshaping everything. Their possessiveness isn't about control, it's about holding on to things that anchor them. People they love become emotional home bases. Losing someone they've bonded with isn't just sadness, it destabilizes their entire emotional foundation. And because Taurus doesn't express panic outwardly, people mistake their quiet protectiveness for jealousy, when really it's vulnerability. And their anger. Their silence. It's heavy. Not because they want to punish anyone, but because words don't come easily when emotions overwhelm them. They withdraw to calm the storm inside, to avoid saying something they can't take back. But to the outside world, that quiet can feel like distance, even abandonment. Still, all of this leads to the deepest truth about Taurus, one hidden beneath every layer. They're not calm because life is easy. They're calm because feeling too much is exhausting. Taurus experiences emotions in a slow-burning, long-lasting way. They don't erupt. They absorb. They don't forget. They integrate. They don't shout. They anchor themselves until the feeling fades into something they can manage. This is why they crave security, emotional, physical, relational. It's not superficial. It's survival. Taurus learns early that the world can shift without warning, so they create stability in whatever ways they can. They build routines. They craft comfort. They rely on consistency and familiarity. And most of all, they seek relationships that feel solid, honest, and dependable. They're romantic in the simplest, most genuine way. The way they make space for someone in their daily life. The way they show commitment through small rituals. The way they quietly choose you again and again without needing grand gestures. Loving a Taurus means learning their language, the slow trust, the grounded affection, the steady devotion. It means understanding that patience is not optional, it's the bridge to their heart. And once you cross it, the love you find on the other side is the kind that doesn't fade, doesn't shake, doesn't crumble. Because when Taurus finally lets you in, you're not just part of their life, you become part of their foundation. Part of their comfort. Part of their emotional home. And here's the part most people never realize. Taurus loves slowly, but they also grieve slowly. When they lose someone, whether it's through distance, misunderstanding, or choices they didn't want to make, the healing process for them is long, quiet, and private. They don't shatter dramatically. They don't scream into pillows or confess everything to friends. They simply carry it. Silently. Like a stone in their pocket they can't quite put down. They keep functioning. They keep showing up. But inside, there's this dull ache that lingers far longer than anyone imagines. Taurus bonds deeply, and when those bonds break, the scar never fully disappears. They might not talk about it, but it becomes part of the emotional landscape they navigate every day. This is why they take their time before letting someone in, not because they're afraid to love, but because they know how deeply love imprints on them. Their heart doesn't do temporary. Their attachments are rooted, heavy, and intentional. Once they choose you, you stay in their emotional memory long after the relationship changes shape. And here's another thing. Taurus has a softness they rarely let people see. It's the softness of someone who wants to take care of others, someone who craves affection in quiet ways, someone who wishes they could express themselves more openly, but doesn't know how without feeling exposed. They long for connection, but they fear vulnerability. They want to be understood, but they don't want to be read too easily. So they present calmness. They present control. They present steadiness. But beneath all of it is a heart that loves so deeply it scares them. If you look closely, you'll notice their love not in what they say, but in the way they stay. In the way they remember. In the way they choose consistency over excitement, reassurance over chaos, devotion over drama. A Taurus may not promise you the universe, but they'll give you a place in theirs. Something real. Something steady. Something you can return to no matter how loud the world becomes. And maybe that's the quiet magic of Taurus. The way they make love feel like a home you didn't realize you were searching for.